Hello everybody, my name is Caitlin Costello and I am a YA science fiction and fantasy author. I have 3 books out, The Rituals, Rebellion, and Until All the Stars Are Found. And today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to talk all about how Camp NaNoWriMo went this month and what I learned from it. So every year I do NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, that takes place in November. But there's also 2 practice months that occur during the year, during April and in July. And those months are a little bit more flexy. You're able to choose your word count, choose your goal, rather than doing the set 50,000 words. That is the goal in November, generally. My goal this year for April was to work on revising my 3rd novel in my fantasy series, currently called F3. The 3rd book in the Ritual saga, and to also work on a short story novella idea that I have. In the middle of this, I was also launching my 3rd book, which is called Until All the Stars Are Found, and it is my debut science fiction novel. Link in the bio. And so in the middle of that, I was prepping for the launch, getting pre-orders set, doing marketing and ads and all of that, along with writing and my day job. Now, I've been doing Camp NaNoWriMo, and you can go back. I think I started filming them as far back as in 2017 when I started my channel, and I have tried doing daily vlogs a few times. I've done weekly vlogs, and this year was the first year that I really was able to do daily vlogs. Now, I didn't do every day, but I think in the playlist there's like 16 videos, so that's about a video every other day. I can tell you for a fact that I did not write that much, but I feel like the overview gave you a really good idea of like what my life is like as a indie author who also has a full-time job and a partner with a full-time job, and like managing my business and my general day-to-day life. So the other thing that is interesting this year is things are starting to open up again with the panorama, and as slowly things start to open up, my job is picking back up again. I work in arts funding. Arts have pretty much been entirely shut down, but things are starting to open up and pick back up, and things that were on hold are coming back. And so it's been an interesting sort of balance. I've talked about it a little bit before about how I almost feel like I never got in a true groove with my job because I started my job in the fall before the pandemic. So I have not gone through a normal work year. My job is set on a calendar year, or a fiscal year that's not the same as a calendar year. So I haven't gone through a full normal cycle with my job. And this coming year doesn't seem like it's going to be normal either. So each year that I've done Camp NaNoWriMo, I've learned something different from the time. So one lesson that I learn every year and relearn and try to readjust is my expectations, setting expectations too high, and boundaries. This month was a lot of, this is so floofy. This month for me was a lot of trying to reach certain goals, not even just within my writing, and not reaching them and being like, being okay with that, okay with it, and confronting it and dealing with it. I am a very competitive person. I hold myself to a very high standard, and when I don't meet that standard, I feel like garbage. Easiest way to say it. So I pretty quickly reevaluated my writing goals and was like, okay, I need to do stuff but even still, and so my goal was to rewrite 25 chapters of F3 in April, and to rewrite the second half of the book in May, so that It would be ready for me to just pause for a little bit in June and come back to in July to do the next revision. I only did 4 chapters in April. And even still, in the back of my brain is, I can finish it. I've only done 7,000 words. My goal is 100. Why do I think that I can do 93,000 words in a month? That's setting myself up for failure, but that's still in my brain. So it's taking that step back and going, cool, you think you can do that. Logically, you cannot do that. And like being okay with that. So I'm still working through that lesson. I haven't really learned it yet. I know it's there. I need to accept it. I need to actually use it. Another thing that wasn't quite from camp, but was from other things, was just like not doing too much and burning myself out. Like during regular Nano, I would do live streams a couple times a week, and I usually get a lot of joy out of them. I like doing them. But because I was really struggling with writing, the idea of getting on a live stream and like hosting a bunch of people didn't sound fun. So I just didn't do it. It's like, it's not gonna be fun for me. Why should I do it? And I know that might be disappointing for some people that really enjoyed my live streams, but I want to do things that are going to be fun for me and that I'm going to get something out of. And it kind of, another thing that came with that is like outside validation. Like, I don't need it. I want it. I definitely want it, but I don't necessarily need it. I say. Like, one of the things that I look at is like and it's tricky, and this isn't me complaining, this is just me explaining like how my brain's been working, where I look at the views on this channel for the last month, and like the views are about average. It's about average, and I did 16 videos last month compared to 4. It's only like 1 or 2 average views. So I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, clearly something's not working. Do I drop the channel? Do I need to have this extra thing? Am I putting work into something that isn't going to actually be sustainable? And I'm trying to look at it through that lens rather than like, oh my god, nobody's viewing anything I'm doing. It's trash and I'm garbage. But rather, okay, clearly this business venture isn't working. What can I do to reevaluate it? So if you are watching and you stick through this video, let me know in the comments down below why you like watching my channel. Because like, it's one of those where I enjoy my stuff. I enjoy watching videos that are like mine, where it's just day in the life of what I'm doing and how it's going. And I know there's people out there that do enjoy that, but what can I do to make you engage it more? And I say this thing every so often where if you have to ask people, I'm gonna sneeze. If you have to ask people what they like about your stuff or why they stick around, then something isn't working. So something's not working. I don't know what it is. Because I used to get a lot more views. Could it just be the algorithm? Sure. So that's also something that I've been looking at this month, where it's like, okay, could I have been taking that time that I was updating these vlogs to be working on the writing? But I was struggling with writing. Really struggling. And not wanting to do it and feeling burnt out. But the vlogs kind of help me sort of think about stuff. So I don't know. That point was very rambly. I don't know if it made sense. If you watched, let me know in the comments down below if it made sense. Yeah, so those are some of my thoughts from Nano this month. I'm going to keep working on the story. What I'm going to do right now is, for May, I am trying to do just 30 minutes a day. Just 30 minutes a day. There's no word count. Like, the word count thing is there on my Scrivener. And if I hit it, cool. If I don't, cool. Yesterday I did 200 words, but I finished revising a chapter. So that was good. And that's just gonna be my goal for right now. If I do at least 30 minutes, that's all I need. If I do more than that, cool. And I'm kind of doing that with a lot of things where I'm just stepping back to square one and going back to what do I like to do for fun? Because for a lot of things it got a little bit like work, and I want it to be fun. So I'm taking that step back, going, okay, we're just gonna do 30 minutes of movement, 30 minutes of writing, clean one thing a day. And I'm really just like trying to take a step back, set those boundaries of like, this is all I need to do. Create shit for 30 minutes and then get on with the rest of my life and not put that pressure. And if I'm not able to do something in that 30 minutes, I'm not able to do something. So it's kind of a, okay, reset me idea. Yeah. And we're going into spring and summer and it feels right. So I don't know what we're going to do for July Nano, but we will see. I hope this all made sense. Can you tell it was completely off the cuff and I had no script? Probably. Alright everybody, all my social media links will be down below, along with links to where you can buy my books if you are interested. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!